Mouthy Buddha has done a series of videos recently about the alt-right, or more specifically about what the alt-right believe, simply presenting what they believe and not really arguing or anything, just kind of demonstrating and laying out these ideas that they have. This has upset a great many people and has been widely regarded as a bad idea. I can't say that I necessarily agree with that assessment, and I think a lot of aspersions are being cast about his motivations and so on. Some of that is understandable given the way in which Edgy Sphinx basically lied to people and tried to use entryism to bring alt-right ideas into the skeptic community, and I understand why people are a bit touchy given the wild accusations of Nazism and so on that get flung around, and I can understand their reticence from a public relations aspect, I guess, and knowing that the social justicey types, the atheism double plus people, are going to leap on anything that they can possibly or potentially twist around into making some kind of alt-right propaganda or whatever. But I don't see that as being Mouthy's intention. He strikes me as a fairly genuine and sincere dude, a bit of a tortured artist, some bit of resonance there, who is genuinely seeking to try and understand and comprehend these people and their ideas. You know, and that's useful. Not everything has to be a debunking video, but he has laid out the kind of things that they believe, so that can inform us as to what they believe and why, and then we can tackle and attack that from an informed basis, you know, knowing where they're coming from more rather than perhaps going in blind. You know, and I don't like this kind of purity test thing that seems to be going on around this. I don't like the idea of forbidden subjects. I think skepticism, you know, logic, reason, you know, the process of assessing evidence and so on should be allowed in anything. And I thought people knew better outside of atheism double plus. I really thought that people knew better and were more willing to approach any subject. Instead, I'm seeing people tarred with the same brush, or it being assumed that he's guilty, that it being assumed that he's some kind of alt-right ninja in the way Edgy Sphinx was. And that's not the impression I get. I could be wrong. You know, he could be fooling me, he could be fooling everyone, but everyone deserves the right to be considered innocent until they're proven guilty, and I'm just not convinced that he's guilty based on the body of his work overall. And I found these videos interesting because I want to understand the positions of the alt-right, just as I want to understand the positions of the extreme left, and I want to understand how each of them got where they are. I don't see any real problem with that per se. If you have an issue, don't attack him and call him a Nazi. Tackle the things that he has presented as these views of the alt-right and debunk and attack those. Use the resource that he has given you in order to do that. And that's it. Really? Sang. Old Fat Punks is part caper, part comedy, part nostalgia and part commentary. It follows three aging punks as they build themselves up for one big, nihilistic last hurrah. You can buy Old Fat Punks at Amazon, Drive-Thru Fiction or Lulu.com. Follow the links below or search on those sites.
When I was just a baby, my mama told